down to business. My first guest tonight has been playing Erica Kane and All My Children for over 25 years. On Monday, December 4th, she will star in the Lifetime movie Ebby. Please welcome back to our show, Susan Lucci.
I love you. Thank you.
You look terrific. You really do. You look fantastic.
Thank you very
much.
much.
You always do, but tonight, specifically, you look very hot, I've got to say.
Thank you very
Looking
much.
very well.
Thank you.
Very nice.
So
You've made us all so happy.
You made me happy.
You must work out like a fiend. Are you one of those women who just works out constantly?
Oh, I wish I had time to work out constantly. I would love that. But I started working out just about a year ago with a personal trainer, and I look forward to it. I'd love to have a day off.
Now, what are you doing? Are you running on are you on a stationary bike? Are you running on one of those jogging things?
No,
what are you
we
doing?
don't. No machines, except some weight training. But we do a lot of work at the dance bar, which I love, and a lot of dance, a lot of movement, and well, we also work with these Italian balls.
I know what she's talking about.
Have you ever seen it? They come in different...
I haven't quite stopped doing that.
Well, they come in different sizes.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Susan.
I can talk about this.
I have not heard of these Italian balls. What are... Seriously, no, what are they? That's an exercise?
Basically, for anybody who has worked out with these Italian balls, they're for your legs.
Let's call them something else for the rest of the segment.
That's what they are.
Okay.
And one is about the size of this little table.
Ah.
And then there's a slightly smaller one. And
so they're not even, basically. All right. Yeah. Okay.
But they're separate. They don't. And some of it's for inner thigh work, and some of it is for... It's enough now.
So, I mean, but basically, we're supposed to do, what are they made of, exactly? That'll make people stop giggling.
They're made of something very hard. And then...
I'm trying to, I'm trying very hard. Stop it! I'm trying very hard to steer you into a safe zone, and you keep making it worse and worse.
Telling the truth.
Okay, and basically you work with these things, and what areas do they affect?
Well, the inner thighs.
Yeah, okay.
And you squeeze them. And then the other thing, this is a terrible conversation.
This is the worst conversation ever broadcast to America. That's right. We've hit a new record on our 500th show. That's what we were aiming for. Well, what about, so you're not using, they have the Thigh Master and now the Butt Master?
Right.
You don't use those products? You're using these Italian mechanisms.
Italian mechanisms.
There you go.
Good.
We call them the Italian spheres.
The Italian spheres is a very good title. And then sometimes you put them on your back and you roll down the wall.
Really?
Yes.
And you don't look silly?
Thighs.
I would be very self-conscious if I was rubbing up... Really?
Yes.
But if someone saw you from the front, they wouldn't know that there was something back there, and they'd think you were just doing this up against a wall.
That's right.
And you'd be arrested.
Certainly.
And rightfully so. All right, well, it's working, whatever you're doing.
Thank
it's working
you.
very
Thank
well.
you.
Now, tell us about... Yes. We applaud your fitness.
Thank you.
Tell us about Ebby, this movie that you've done.
Yes.
What is Ebby? First of all, that's not a great title, Ebby. It's not... It
doesn't tell you a lot, does it?
No, and it just sounds like Ebby. See Ebby.
I
You know what I mean?
It was going to be called Miss Scrooge. And I think that would have been a better title because the woman's whole name is Ebby Scrooge.
Oh, it's the theme. It's doing a Scrooge story with a woman.
With a woman, and it's set in contemporary times. She's in retail. So that already tells you quite a lot about this character.
Okay. All right.
She's working very long hours and very career-driven. To the point where she's very lonely but doesn't know it, doesn't want to look at her life, has no desire to look at her life, just wants to go on and be miserable Ebby Scrooge.
Ebby Scrooge.
And then she is forced by a series of the ghosts of Christmas past and present and future.
Oh, so they kept that part of the story.
They did.
I'm glad.
But like the ghosts of Christmas past are the perfume girls from the counter. They're a little like the Supremes. It's very good. There are some musical numbers. It's very funny.
Is the Dickens estate okay with all this? It's fine. You can just...
I haven't asked. We just made this film really fast and ran.
Made it and ran. Okay.
Exactly.
Nice. Where did you film this, actually?
In Vancouver.
Oh.
In Vancouver.
So there's a lot of snow up there. And...
Oh, what a great place that is.
Wait, you filmed it in July?
In July in Vancouver.
It's a Christmas thing, though. What are you doing? How do you get that?
They actually brought snow in.
Oh.
They brought snow. You've probably seen this in Vancouver when they're shooting. They bring snow in July, and all the Christmas decorations were up. It looked terrific. I was amazed. But we'd be off, you know, in the boiling sun in the middle of the day in July, and then they'd say places, and they'd throw these big coats on us, and we'd go step in the snow.
Oh, and it worked out nice. I'm just not sure. Is Ebby a real name, or did they just... They should have just given you a whole new name.
Her name is Elizabeth Scrooge.
Oh, okay. Because it's like they tried to make the female Scrooge be Ebby. It just,
yes, from Ebenezer.
I'm just getting hooked on that. I don't know.
No, don't get too hooked on that. Forget that.
Forget that it's called Ebby.
Exactly. Forget that. It's a very funny movie, and it was a great script.
Oh.
Yeah, and we all felt that we were working on this Christmas classic, like a classic for our children, you know, every one of us. Sometimes we shot all night. We would shoot from 6 o'clock in the evening till 6 o'clock in the morning because we're shooting in a department store up there. And that was fun. Have you ever been in a department store by yourself at night?
I'm not a pervert. What are you talking about? At night? What are you... Yeah, I go to department stores and just cruise around.
But it's wonderful because you can really see
I hide in the lingerie section and hope they close the store. Yeah, that's what...
Watch out for him.
That's a little look into my life. And then I pretend I'm Ebby. Yeah, it's really fun. No, I've never done that. No, but I should do that.
You should do that, yes.
I will do that. I wanted to ask you something. You're doing all these Ford commercials now.
Yes.
You are the Ford spokesman. Is that right?
Yes.
For the tri-state area?
Yes, I am.
And I've noticed in the commercials start with you, very tight shot of you, look very attractive, but you're saying into camera, why haven't you bought a Ford?
Yes.
And it's like you're sort of saying to people, it's very right on, get a Ford. Do you yourself own a Ford?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do, yes.
So you're very happy with Ford products?
I love it. I have an Explorer.
Okay.
I absolutely love that car.
Oh, that's good, too.
Do you have a Ford?
Yeah, I drive a Ford.
You do?
I do drive a Ford, yeah.
Do you? Are you happy? Are you happy?
Well, I have this knock in low gear, and I was going to ask you about it. Seriously, when I'm in first, it kind of knocks.
We'll go into second.
So that's... All right, then. We've worked it out. Susan Lucci, thank you very much for being here. You actually did help. Ebby is on Lifetime. That premieres December 4th.
Yes.
And I'll get around the name and I will watch it. Thanks very much for being here. Susan Lucci, everybody. Mario